All over that.
I've got it. To me. Nice one.
Alrighty.
There we go. To me.
Woo. To you.
There we go.
Alrighty.
There we go. Awesome.
Alright. To you. Alrighty.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Alright. Alrighty.
To me. Awesome. Thanks a lot.
I'm all over that.
I've got it. There we go.
Alright.
Here, try this.
To you.
To me.
Alright. Alrighty.
There we go. Awesome.
To you.
To me.
Alright.
Piece of cake.
Hello everyone on YouTube, my name is Stuart and I've played the game for 60 hours.
I'm Vessel, I've played it for 6.
I'm Fabian, I've played it for approximately 20.
I'm Swiss, I haven't played it at all, but I've had to sit in the background and listen to the stupid comments the whole time Stu's been playing.
And the amazing music which we have burned into our brains now. Because
We've just not lost our heads though.
Let's not lose our heads though! What a bunch of jokers.
Okay, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves. But speaking of the music, what did you think about the music?
It was good. A little repetitive though. I mean, like,
yes.
having been someone who was never engrossed in the gameplay, you know, enough to ignore the music. So...
Well, what about the music for the title screen? That instantly, I absolutely love that.
I like the title screen in general. It looks even nicer than most of the game. Well, apart from this area, because this area looks amazing. You guys haven't seen this yet. This is Area C. It's like the area underneath Angel City. I've just been swimming around trying to fill out my map, which you'll probably see in a second.
Honestly, as someone who has to focus more on the audio than anything else, because it's all I've heard. The music, it's good, it's well composed, but it's very repetitive. Now, I don't have to tell you that. No.
What do you think of it so far, Vessel?
I've only played it for 6 hours, so I like the music so far. I haven't found it too repetitive
You'll
yet.
learn to hate it like us.
You'll learn to hate it.
I like the dialogue still. Even though it's even more repetitive than the music, the dialogue's still pretty fun.
Well, the point about the music is that it's enjoyable, but you don't really remember it, which is a good sign, because it's background music. It's not supposed to be really noticed.
And it's orchestrated, which I like all the time.
Yeah, I mean, orchestrated for these sort of games is definitely the most appropriate.
It makes it seem epic because it's an RPG. Okay, that was me playing in RFC. Now this is Fabian going through the Tephra mine, is it? No, it's not Tephra mine. It's the mines underneath Colony 6.
Yeah,
that's one. I don't know what it's called, but
honestly, like they should have considered the fact that we would play in areas like this for
a
a lot
long
longer
time.
than the
all the
soundtrack.
quests.
You know, I honestly think there's one of the songs, you know, the Great Plains, whatever it's called.
Yeah, like the Bionis Leg song.
Honestly, I could remember that song note for note now.
I hear it in my sleep.
Yep.
Oh god, not that one!
That's Colony 9.
Oh.
Okay, what's happening right now is this is a telling of the future, and it warns players of when enemies are about to form big attacks which could be devastating.
One of the key sort of gameplay features that I think it's really nice.
I think it's awesome.
It's so much. Well, obviously it's different from normal JRPG kind of playing game, but it defeats one of the main weaknesses about games. Like you just automatically get hit by a boss's one kill or something. Now you can actually do something against it.
Yes.
You can either encourage your teammates to do something, or you can.
Yeah, but that takes up a part of party part, which is actually quite balanced. The whole game is just really smart. It's been really streamlined compared to any of our JRPG.
I like how it deals with a lot of the weaknesses of JRPG. It finally gets a lot of things right and fixes a lot of things.
Which makes it all more pay, but the Americans will get to pay.
Oh, you just had to twist that knife.
You're always trying.
Speaking of knives, look at Ryan's hat. My god.
He looks like a majestic peacock.
He could stab 7 people.
Just skewer heads on those. So that every time he walks into battle, you know, the heads of his enemies are proposed above his own head.
Let's not lose our heads, Alright, what is his weapon? Is it a gun lance or just a stabby, knifey, bangy thing?
It's not got a gun.
It explodes sometimes when he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in the same sense as Monster Hunter.
Speaking of guns, though, here we meet the
Check out this gun rack!
And the jiggle fists.
Jesus. You know, we're tailoring for our children audience here.
Okay, I think the developers have been playing Dead or Alive too much.
Team Ninja's had a hand in this. They're not content with Other M, they want in on this.
I don't even remember this armor.
Well...
I feel bad.
You remember no armor. Hey, a necklace.
No, because the thing is, like, I'll level up so much. Like, I'll level up every 5 minutes, and then I'll have new equipment to get into, and new skills to like level up, and I just don't keep any armor for any significant amount of time to remember it.
Although,
unless it's the bikini armor.
Yeah.
The so-called armor.
The topless armor, yeah.
Okay, let's do some bit of context. I didn't have Shulk running around topless. It happened to be the best armor for an extremely long time, which was unfortunate for me.
It was literally like
A necklace.
like a chain around his neck, and that was supposed to protect his entire upper body.
It had like higher defense than a chainmail shield. Explain to me how that works.
It's like fancy female chainmail. The less and more you got, the more defense it has.
It's Soul Calibur syndrome, that's what it
They
is.
expect you to sort of excuse it for agility, but unfortunately agility has its own stat in this game, so you can't really use that.
Way to go, guys.
No armor means you can move
Okay,
out of the way.
this is mining. It's not that mine like
This is
at all.
mining? It just seems like absorption.
Mm.
It's like the thing Doctor Who does.
Yes.
Well, honestly, you know,
Okay, this is Fabian's gameplay. I should
they
say.
animated everything
Oh,
out.
Because I would never fall off a cliff like that.
Call me out, why don't you? I'm sorry.
I didn't. There we go. He's dead.
Why does Ryan get to live?
Yeah, that's
Hey,
buggy.
let's not lose our heads. Oh, he's dead.
Why is he silently judging me?
I like how
Glad
on
I'm here? Anybody? No? Yeah, I don't like how when you fall, they just morph next to you.
Yeah.
And then when you're trying to get across intricate platforms such as this, they'll just fall off.
I fall off really high distances and I've looked up and they teleport like 5 times just to catch up to me because I fall so far away that they...
This
Oh,
is
you're
this
doing
was
it
me
again.
trying to get onto the second.
And you missed.
platform. Wait, am I
Oh! That would have been great if he fell off the front.
You careless.
Okay, this is a fight now. Just, the mech on it really cool. I love her design.
I love how the music's done for battles, like, depending on if you approach
Yes.
them or if they attack you. And it seems like
Anyway! Who could have made that?
Alright, okay.
And you're
honestly,
dead again.
You're doing so well at this game, Fabian.
Yeah, honestly, like, I like how, like, as I was saying, music's good.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
attack them, you get this cool, funky assault music.
Yeah,
if they attack you, you get this worrying
Or a
sounding...
tough enemy, you get the amazing
the
rock
boss-
music,
the
which
boss
is so
music,
cool.
Which is cool, yeah. Like, it's well done. It's the kind of music I could play in RPG too. Like,
Mm.
you know, you get the kind of annoying
Gets the
music
blood pumping
sometimes.
for big fights.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
I
Fabian!
can't help it. I'm trying to do this.
And you just mocked me when I was playing!
You compiled this footage because, honestly, all I've seen for the past 5 minutes is Fabian falling off cliffs.
Yeah.
If this was water, I'd be a 10 diver.
Alright, okay, that's getting cut.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you're obviously trying to take a shortcut because this area takes a long time to walk through, as does any area in the game. Because
That's not even a shortcut! That's just
the exact same thing
Okay,
as you did
okay.
the first time.
Okay, let me talk about this then. It's when you
Defend
change your
yourself.
directions and run around, it does get a little bit jerky when you're running around because it just kind of snaps sometimes. So that's why I kept falling on my arm.
well, instead of focusing on your fails, let's look at my amazing successes. This is me running across the bio and it's like that big monkey thing. Got a story about that.
This is kind of what
Yeah, that's film music. There's big eggs in the caverns up ahead. That big monkey comes out of the spider eggs, so it's a spider monkey technically.
okay.
Like 50-foot tall eggs.
Because this is one of the first times you actually see the Bionis in the background.
Yeah,
You get to actually see what.
the sword up in the sky.
I like
The
like
lights
how
in
the
it.
gravity works in this game. As in, it's not all vertical from where the Bionis was standing. The gravitational pull is from the center of the Bionis.
Yeah.
And every central point it's got. So you could literally walk around the
So
leg.
wait, see if you're on the absolute sole of its feet. I know it's impossible because it's like on the ground, but if you're on the sole of its feet, would that mean you'd still be standing upright, like gravity on Earth, if you're in Australia?
I think so, yeah. I mean, the Earth has its own gravity, but so does the Bionis because they're both so big. I think they're in water though. They were
Yeah,
battling
your legs are. You
with
see it.
massive
It's
seas, so you wouldn't be able to get down
Look,
there.
look, look, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Like, I think I do like that, and I like how you can, you know, they've really depicted both women.
It builds up and it's just so ominous.
There's a lot of jumping here. I think it's
Alley-oop.
this vessel.
Speaking of ominous,
Alley-oop.
I went. Speaking of Ocarina of Time, I thought that if you. Well,
Spam
you can't
jump.
roll. You can't roll, so I went with jump, and I thought it might help me.
you thought alley-oop, alley-oop.
You just have to keep that right finger.
That's not alley-oop, bro. This is the encyclopedia. I quite like this. You grab those blue orbs floating around and you put them in it to get XP.
I
Well,
quite like
yeah,
this.
crystals help. You.
Oh, the power decorations were called.
It encouraged like exploration, which is quite difficult in these kind of games. Like barring the being able to get treasure chests, but the only treasure chests you get in this is stuff like from obviously monsters and whatnot.
I think a problem with that encyclopedia, though, there isn't one for the monsters, and there's a lot of different monsters. It'd be nice to have like a log of them or something, like a Pokedex. Hello, woman,
The transport cases.
who lives forever.
Such a tease.
Anyway, yeah, no, I think the voice acting for this is done alright, but
That's because it's a Dragon Quest localization team.
unfortunately the lip sync
Yeah, there isn't any.
is a bit, they haven't really adapted for it.
Well, how can you really do that?
The game's like 3 years old, remember? So.
I know, I was really impressed, in fact, blown away by the quality of the dubbing.
Yeah,
Because it's just so much more emotive than the normal.
Yeah.
So you had it in Japanese to begin with.
and honestly, like the facial animations for having been painted on all but the mouth. Is the mouth painted on? I don't know.
No, the mouth moves.
Right, mouth.
It's the eyes that don't move that much.
The mouth is the only thing on that on the face that really has its own animation, and yet it still moves nice. The rest of the actual animation, like
Oh,
whatever.
level 70 birds. This is Vessel getting scared and running away.
It really works.
I
well.
did fight them once and then
It's good for the
instantly
Wii.
died.
In fact, it's amazing for the Wii.
Yeah, I
because
mean,
you can't really get the sort of level of the Xbox or the PlayStation.
I'm not seeing environments this big on a 360.
yeah. Honestly, like
Um,
they've had to make some snips, but it's all for the greater good because the rest of the environments look stunning.
Yeah, environments are the best thing about it. The up close is on the faces I don't like so much.
the great
Oh,
thing.
Vessel!
There was a red orb and I had to jump to get it. I just kind of missed.
So as you can see, this is
You
a documentary
practiced-
about falling.
See, that's alley oops gone wrong.
You've practiced jumping for so long, you think you'd be used to it by now.
At least he didn't die.
I misjudged the
At least he didn't
distance.
fall
It
to
was
his
so
death.
close.
Well,
Do you die if you land
No
in the water?
time.
fucking
No,
No,
you're
no.
alright with the water.
Oh, well, as long as it's deep water.
Some height you're fine.
I like landing on the
He's
edge of a
going for it
beach
again.
once.
He's going for it again.
I'm sure I can get it this
Come on.
time.
Oh, he's greedy. You can make it. Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Yeah. And he solved the quest. Nice one.
That's what I was after.
I'm just waiting for him to fall off.
It could still happen. I don't have that much faith in Vessel.
Feel the power!
Okay, alright.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
veering towards the
Okay.
left.
As you can see, it's like it's as Fabian probably said. It's probably a bit picky to move with. I wouldn't know the most because I haven't played it yet, but
The controls can be.
Sometimes.
I think the camera's the worst thing about the controls because it's really slow.
Yeah, it's not.
Even-
But you can change
It's
the
not like
speed.
normal games.
What, the camera?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do that.
Oh well, that's just incompetence then.
Oh, thanks.
Coming from
Whoa,
you.
whoa, whoa. Hey, come
Vessel.
on.
You've played the game for 20 odd hours. I've only
60.
played it for 6. See, that's 10 times the amount I've
I
played.
don't spend 60 hours in the options menu, Vessel. But look at this, you just skip every single bit of dialogue. You're meant to absorb yourself in the story. It's a role-playing game. You need to get in the role.
I know, but when
You
I
gotta
find an interesting character, like when I find
Dunban.
Dunban, yeah, that's all I go through each of his dialogues because I find him an interesting character.
Oh, Vessel's got a
This-
man crush on Dunban. We all heard it.
Alright, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That-
You random NPC. I will listen
guys,
to you
stop.
completely.
We've got to talk about
Yeah.
the crafting system here. Now, me and Stu are probably the only ones who've actually used this.
Yeah.
Stu and I are the only ones who've used this. So what did you think initially of like the crafting system for the gems?
I didn't have a clue what's going on. I was just actually trying to clear space in my inventory and ended up with loads and loads of stuff I was never going to use. I understand a bit more now. I know it's good to use like level 3 things because you haven't level 4 things.
Well, speak about what the gems do.
Right, you can attach them onto armor, like a lot like Monster Hunter. You get decoration slots for your equipment, and it's the same in this. Only certain bits of equipment come pre-equipped with decorations, which I thought was quite interesting, and you can't remove. And some don't have slots at all, yada yada yada. Oh man, the crafting system. Look excited they are, we're so happy.
So what did you think about this part of the craft system? Because obviously other games have made a crafting system, so to speak, where you just put materials together. But this is a bit more luck based almost. But you've got several characters of which.
Well, there's statistics, like some people have a higher chance of getting high flames, or medium flames, or low flames if you're trying to have different effects.
Well, let's try and explain what the flames are.
I can't remember.
A gentle flame means that you get more chances to use your excess.
The points into...
Basically,
Something-
the excess that don't become into gems.
Yeah.
Oh,
bonus.
cylinders, that's the ones.
Yeah, they become cylinders.
That's the one. Okay, that's enough about crafting. I'm fighting an owl in the forest. This is my save. And, oh, I have Ricky in my team. Everyone loves Ricky.
I don't know Ricky and I want him dead.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, I know.
Well, yeah, no, I think I remember when you introduced Ricky, and I was like, seriously? Is he going to join the team? Seriously?
The thing is, I have to use him a lot because he's got like the lowest friendship, and I'm trying to get everyone's up. And it's just, well, the good thing is he's got like more HP than anyone,
Well, explain
which is
the friendship
amazing.
system as well, then, 'cause that's...
You play battles with people and you begin to like each other. You get chances to press B, like a little timing thing where it strings down to the B button, and if you get the timing just right, you'll get a few love hearts above your team, which I always thought was really weird. You've got such great timing! I love you, have 3 hearts.
Yeah, but what's the use of this affinity?
The skill trees, you get friendship skill trees where you can share abilities with each other. Like, say if Dunban has a really good ability to have say, a higher HP. If he's good friends with Shulk, then Shulk can use it as well.
So it's in effect every ability can become
A team ability.
available to everyone.
Well, some ones can be shared with one person, or certain genders, or certain equipment weights, or...
Some work for like everyone, some work for like themselves. Like Shulk's when he heals people, it gives him a bonus to healing.
Yeah.
So it works for him. But
Oh, more mining without a pickaxe. Silly woman.
By the power of ice crystals.
And she's going, invisible! Invisible.
Just the stretch.
That's the
Just
mining
the stretch.
system.
Yeah, you go invisible for a
I can't
second.
let you see my armpits. Go invisible. Stretch. Come back.
Okay, I'm getting attacked from something up on the bridge, and but I have a gun, so it's all good. I just can't get the treasure chest once I've killed it.
Alright, well, why don't we talk about some of the certain characters? Like, let's start off with the main character.
Who's Shulk?
Yes,
Who's
Shulk.
voiced by Anders from Dragon Age, which is pretty nifty. He's good. He's pretty generic, super okay hero, I guess.
I like him because he's obviously got he's the intelligent character who fixes, makes weapons and whatnot, and obviously he powers the Monado eventually.
Self-called scientist. Thing is, he's a scientist. Yeah, he goes around. He's extremely athletic, and he's got a six-pack for stars. How many scientists have six-packs? Oh, come on, that's just.
He's a kid.
I think that's a bit judgmental.
I'm judging scientists.
Yeah.
I'm going there.
Yeah, all scientists are fat suddenly. No scientists work out in their free time. Wow.
Unless they study muscle, then yeah.
Alright, and then what about Ryan?
Well, he's the tank, so you can look how
He was an enjoyable character.
You liked him as a character?
I think he's great. He's
All his quotes are really, really memorable.
I know, he's such a joker.
I'll do like Ryan because obviously he's the very slow-witted character, but very earnest and honest.
Yes.
And he's obviously strong since he's going to be the tank for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
But he's a nice character. I like how he works with Shayla, and that they obviously get onto. Later on
he's basically skirt chasing her. That's what's going on. He wants to build Charlotte.
Shayla.
Sheila?
Shayla.
I thought it was Charlotte.
I don't know.
They have such funny names.
They talk in the game.
That's one thing I don't like about it.
Okay.
But that's one thing I didn't. That's one thing I found really odd. It's the names. They're all just off from normal sort of names. Like Fiora's. Obviously Fiona. Shulk is I don't know. Hulk?
Sean? Maybe I don't know. Sean Hulk.
That sounds. And Ryan, Roger. Who knows? But I don't like that because it just seems like different for the sake of being different.
A little bit, yeah.
Which, whilst I know they're trying to make an own universe where each thing has their own names, Ether's not magic, it's Ether, and various things. Names, they don't necessarily need to be names that come from, say, certain areas or countries. But Fiora, if you've got a real name, well, a real counterpart as close to Fiora as Fiona, it seems to make more sense to go Fiona because obviously more people are going to hear about the name Fiona before Fiora. And
I think
it just throws me off. This is why we can't have nice things.
Well, we have this game.
Alright, let's talk about the combat. Obviously the combat's a big thing. And what's the first thing that really grabs you about the combat?
It's really aggro based and it's really buff/debuff based. And location based as well, which is a nice surprise for an RPG.
Location based?
Well, yeah, because you get short backslash and side slash and whatnot.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
I like how they choreograph her moves as well. It's like, backslash, side slash! I'll have to see that practiced in real life.
Extreme Edge!
It does seem to
Electric Gutbuster!
It seems to take a lot of cues from MMOs.
Yeah.
That they're all auto attack, and you just really worry about the special abilities. And those are the ones you want to worry about, because you don't want to sit there bashing at A or B just to do a normal attack.
Then it bombards you with numbers, makes you feel like you're doing good.
And it simplifies a lot of things because you don't have to worry about doing the normal attacks when you've got special attacks that do require a bit of thinking and a bit of positioning, like the backslash and the side slashes. So I do like that in that sense, but it does. Well, it was a bit jarring for me when I initially played because obviously you're not used. Well, certain people are not used to playing like that. So it can throw a lot of new players off.
Well, one thing that I did notice was when you're fighting a monster, even if you've got a decent amount of distance from you, it can still hit you if it's aiming for you, which basically completely overhauls the kiting monsters.
Kite only works if you select like I'm doing it here. I'm doing I'm skipping through.
You're
so
missing it, but yeah.
No, that move, it's a track the thing, or taunt. You throw a stone at it and do 1 damage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
it comes
luring,
towards you, but
there's
it's
a
still
luring
damage.
option.
Yeah. It can lure, but it still does a lot of damage to you. You can't just run away from it and avoid some damage.
Well, why would you do that anyway? Or rather, that would just be game breaking if it did.
I know it would be game breaking, but I'm just saying, in general, we've completely got rid of that.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
It's streamlined.
I'm saying it's one thing that I've noticed.
What about some of the creature designs?
There's a lot of palette swaps. A lot.
We'll start off with the normal creatures. What did you think of them?
I like how the bunnies are holding different weapons in their tails.
It's an odd design.
I think it's cool.
It's the same thing about the names. They're all sort of real world counterparts.
It's a localization team who are amazing. I need to find out who they are.
I know some of the things are quite nice. Like Stu, you recounted earlier that one of the items you get from the hand bunnets is stiff hair, which is a pun on obviously a hair.
Us Europeans are easily amused.
It's nice little touches that do a game wonders, but I don't. Well, I suppose it's establishing its own universe, so it has to have its own names. I just take issue with the fact that the names are so close to their actual counterparts. But
like the Brogs, the
frogs.
Oh yeah, frogs.
Yeah.
Why have I never got that before? 60 hours in, I'm still finding new stuff.
But I did find some of the designs. I did like the Bunnet's designs because it's obviously got a hand for a tail.
That is easy for them all. There's just put a different thing in its tail. It's a different enemy all of a sudden.
But where have I seen that before? Oh yes, Pokemon.
It's kind of like Dragon Quest and their way of renaming monsters.
Oh, every enemy is a pun. It's so good.
I haven't played, but I do like the sound of that.
It's crazy.
And everyone's got Cockney accents.
Yeah.
We better say something to wrap this up then.
Well, this has been Fabian. It's been an interesting game, most certainly. Fixes a lot of problems that a lot of JRPGs used to do, and it's a breath of fresh air, quite frankly. And whatever failings it does have are very minimal compared to the shortcomings it destroys, or rather the strengths it gains overcoming the weaknesses of the old JRPGs.
There are very few games for the Wii right now that really emphasize what it's capable of. Yes, it's always been considered one of the lesser sort of powerful consoles on the market, but it's still capable of really good things. This game and its environments, and animations, the general class this game plus the longevity that this game presents to its players. All in all, it looks like a good, enjoyable game. One of those ones you could sit hours for doing, as you know. And as I said, there are a few of them on the Wii, but this just fits into that category for me. It's one of the Wii's upsides.
Well, I'm 60 hours in, and I still feel like I've barely seen everything it has to offer. The story has me absolutely hooked, and I can't wait to progress on further. And everything but the gameplay is great. It's all lined up with each other. All of the gameplay elements sync so well together. And it's just easily the best role-playing game on the Wii.
Definitely. I've not played many for the Wii, but it's really good, and I do like how it has kind of just mixed around the combat system from what you'd expect from a normal RPG. But yeah, it is a pretty fun game.
Alright, thank you very much.